Being able to go to Montana ahead of this Alaska trip, it was a gift, really. I got to learn things that I like and things that I didn't like. My biggest takeaway from this trip is just to simplify. Hey everyone, and welcome to Adorama Cinema. My name is Julien. We're going to Alaska. We're bringing all this gear. Let me break it down for you. So the reason why we're going to Alaska is we're shooting a pilot with Forrest Mankins, who's an amazing photographer. Over the last year, I was able to get to know Forrest via Instagram, but we had never met in person. And so I basically asked him, hey, can I come out to where you live in Montana, and can we do a shakedown run? We wanted to meet in person, get to know each other, talk through the plan for Alaska, go over storyboards, and really put this stuff through its paces and just get a workflow down. It's pretty much everything you could imagine when you think of an Alaska adventure show. We've got the drone, we've got the wide lenses, we've got the cameras that shoot slow motion, and we need to get great audio. We need to lav as many as 4 people at the same time, get natural sound throughout the entire process, move quickly in and out of planes and boats and potentially helicopters. Maybe we have to shoot a sequence in a pub or a bar, and maybe we have to shoot something creative on a beach. And so with all that in mind, this is the stuff that I'm bringing to Alaska. This is just a display of some of the things I'm bringing, or a lot of the stuff I'm bringing. Obviously, you don't see a bunch of V-mounts or batteries on here, and I'm bringing that. But you'll kind of see how I packed my bags a little bit later. So we'll just start right here with a camera. This is the Sony FX6. And if you know my rig, you see that this is a little bit more built up than normal. That's because I have to manage more audio than normal. So I have this Sony K3M, which is the XLR module that goes on like an A7 camera to add XLR into those cameras. You can actually add it onto the MI hot shoe of the FX6 here and add 2 more channels of the XLR in phantom power. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to run this new Sennheiser stereo shotgun microphone, the 8018, which takes 2 XLRs, and I also want to run 2 channels of EWDP into the same camera. The FX6 is able to give me 4 channels of audio. I could even run 4 lavs here, but my B-cam operator is going to be running 2 lavs as well, also a 416. So that's what's going on top of the camera here. Obviously, I've got the Ultra 5. My new favorite lens is this 28-70. We can go into more detail about that in a second. And you might ask, why do you have a matte box? I'm running a 2-stop ND filter. FX6 has 7 stops of internal ND. Sometimes it's not enough if you're in a bright daylight situation and you want to shoot shallower. Sometimes even at 7 stops, you might have to, out of necessity, stop down to 3.5, 4.5. And if you want to shoot at f2 or 2.8, you're going to need more ND. So adding a hard ND to the front of this matte box is going to help you do that. These are the transmitters for the EWDP, and I have the lavs here, which are the Sennheiser MKE1. They're basically the best lav mic that they make, really water resistant and very, very durable. I have a strap that I'm gonna have Forrest wear basically the whole time. We have a lot of audio to manage, so strapping Forrest with a transmitter that we know is bulletproof allows us to not have to worry about that channel as much and focus on the other channels or the other talents. So I got this Viviana sticky stuff, and basically we're gonna stick the lav to that and add the fur, and then use this entire sticky strip to put inside the clothing. We really don't want to be worrying about lavs falling off. We want to have really good high quality audio, even on and off of boats and glaciers and stuff like that. Here I have the Sennheiser Profile Wireless. I've come to love these because I can put them in like car visors in a pinch, and they have internal recording, 32-bit float, so I can just hit record. Tentacle sync timecode generators. A camera already has one on it. B is here. C is for my A1 II, which we're gonna get into a second. D camera is the FX6 that you see here, but I'm planning on really using this A1 II a lot. Let's just jump right into the A1 II paired with the 28-70. I have two 28-70s, and I found that in Montana, it's raining, it's windy, we're running in and out of cars. I just don't have the time to change lenses. You're probably wondering, like, why don't I shoot everything on the FX6 or the Bronto? Well, I've really come to love the A1 II. As much as there's like a negative connotation in the lack of professionalism on a mirrorless camera, I've kind of like come to this realization that I don't care. I'm just caring about the story and the footage. The 3 different stabilization modes on the A1 gives me basically tripod blocked off shots in and out of vehicles, up in people's faces. I'm able to shoot like amazing out the car footage that's super stable. For the TV show, like dialogue moments, we're absolutely shooting FX6, probably on easy rig. But if we're going up in a plane or going out in a helicopter or a glacier or something like that, and it's just about getting good shots, getting good coverage, potentially just getting 1 channel or 2 channels of audio, I'm probably gonna just bring the A1 II. I love it. I love the Nisi ND filter. It's clean to me. It looks great to me. And so I'm like bringing mirrorless back. We've got the FX6. I've completely stripped it down, put a 16-35 on it, and a bunch of NATO rails. This is gonna be the hard mount vehicle camera. And as you can see here, I've got the Tilta system. Basically, it's 3 magic arms with NATO rails and 3 suction cups. And this is what I'm gonna be hard mounting to all the vehicles. I'm trying to get a bunch of different compositions because it's part of the story and it looks really cool. In Montana, I used the FX3 and I posted some footage, and there was somebody talking about how if you turn the stabilization off, the sensor doesn't lock. And so it moves around a little bit more than it ought to. I also found that if you turn the stabilization on and you're on this bumpy, bouncy road, it's not the best look in the world. I have another FX6 completely stripped down. The sensor doesn't have stabilization, so we are going to use this as the hard mount camera. So I'm choosing not to bring a 100-400 because I want to pack as light as possible. And instead of bringing another lens, I'm just gonna bring a teleconverter. It turns the 70-200 into a 140-400, 5.6. That's something I can use to get long shots of potentially animals or mountaintops or whatever. In addition to my B camera operator bringing a tripod, and me bringing the Sattler Flowtech 75 with the active 8 head, I'm gonna bring this small travel tripod for potentially this D camera. If we're gonna do a 3 camera little dinner sequence in a pub or something, we can be on those easy rigged FX6s or tripod FX6s in like a cross pattern. And then this 3rd camera can be on sticks in the middle with that 16-35 or whatever on this travel tripod, getting that master wide. Moving on, we've got the Osmo Pocket 3. Really a great camera for BTS. It could fly for footage actually in the show, especially under good lighting conditions. Moving on to the drone, I've got a Mavic 3. I love the quality of this drone. Next is the M11. That's new to me. It's a 35 Summilux, admittedly extra and potentially unnecessary, but I want to have fun myself and I want to take a bunch of stills, which I did in Montana, and it was really special and definitely gives me life. Wherever I can have like maybe some me time or want to do something creative, I'm gonna bring that along. It's very, very tiny and light. Being able to go to Montana ahead of this Alaska trip, it was a gift, really. I got to learn things that I like and things that I didn't like. My biggest takeaway from this trip is just to simplify. I don't want to potentially miss a shot because I brought too much equipment. In my previous video, I showed you how I pack for domestic and international airline travel. It dives deeper into TSA, batteries, carry-on, personal item, carnets needed for international travel, all that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna wrap this stuff up. It's time to pack. Wish us luck in Alaska, and I'll see you when I get back.